Welcome to my nightmare.
What's up, boys and ghouls? Welcome back to Exploring the Shadows, where every month we dive into a different horror subgenre, what makes it iconic, chilling, and unforgettable. This month, we're peeling back the layers of terror in one of horror's most unsettling categories, psychological horror. You know, the kind of horror that doesn't need blood to make your skin crawl. The real monsters, well, they're up here. So let's crack open the mind, see what leaks out, and let's get into the world of psychological horror. So, what is psychological horror? Psychological horror isn't about the creatures hiding in the shadows. It's about the shadows hiding within us. This subgenre uses fear, disorientation, and emotional instability as its weapons. Think gaslighting, mental breakdowns, paranoia, and the slow decay of sanity. It thrives on what we don't see, what we can't explain, and how the mind can be the ultimate battleground. Often intimate and personal, these stories dig deep into trauma, guilt, repression, or identity crisis. It makes you squirm, not because something jumped out at you, but because you start to wonder if you might start to unravel too. When it comes to classic psychological horror, its roots run deep, and some of the most iconic examples have shaped the genre into what it is today. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho redefined horror by pulling us inside the twisted mind of Norman Bates, a character so quietly unhinged he still haunts our collective nightmares to this day. Repulsion trapped us in a claustrophobic descent as a woman's mental state fractures in terrifying silence. And Rosemary's Baby took the terror of not being believed and wrapped it in paranoia and gaslighting. And of course, we can never forget The Shining, a masterclass in atmospheric dread and psychological breakdown, where isolation and inner demons blur the line between madness and the supernatural. These films don't just rely on slashers or jump scares. They unravel the mind in ways that are far more terrifying. When it comes to modern psychological horror, today's filmmakers have pushed the genre into even murkier waters. Black Swan explores obsession, identity, and pressure through a dancer's fractured perception. Hereditary doesn't just rely on its terrifying visuals. It's the emotional trauma and family dynamics that make it devastating. The Babadook is a chilling metaphor for grief and depression wrapped in a creature feature. And other standouts include The Night House, Speak No Evil, and The Lodge. These films remind us of how fragile the mind can be when confronted with loss, fear, or isolation. Even shows like Marianne and Channel Zero deserve love for their psychological torment. So why do we love psychological horror? We love this genre because it lingers. It doesn't just make us scream, it makes us think. It crawls under our skin, sits with us, and whispers doubts and dark thoughts long after the credits roll. There's something captivating about horror that feels personal, grounded in reality, and uncomfortably possible. We love trying to untangle the truth, question the narrative, and find meaning in madness. And let's be real, there's nothing scarier than trusting your own mind. So what's your favorite psychological horror movie? Do you like the classics like The Shining, or are you into the more modern ones like The Babadook? Drop it in the comments and let's talk about the films that made you question everything. Next month, we're diving into the world of folk horror, where ancient traditions, isolated communities, and chilling rituals come together to remind us that some beliefs should never be disturbed. So, until next time, boys and ghouls, stay safe and watch the shadows, because they're always watching you.